My name is Gabriela Popescu. I am the General Manager for Microsoft România, Moldova and Central Asia region.
Zdenek Romanek, CEO of Raiffeisen Bank România. So I think we all agree that the future transformational impact of AI is when AI becomes part of the infrastructure. But what I see today is rather that we are getting better applying AI tools for individual roles, which is good because some employee can do faster research, you can do faster development of a contract, you can present the contract faster and more efficiently to a client. So better, yes, but transformational, not yet. So it's the way I'm imagining it's like when you take Porsche and you put it off-road. So you had a fantastic engine, fantastic tires, fantastic design. Yeah, it still doesn't go that faster. So ultimately, it is and it will be about being able to connect those tools into a seamless infrastructure and make it really, really transformational. So building the highways for the Porsche.
AI is not just a tool. It is an instrument that gives proper results where it's properly introduced in the structure of the company. It's not just a tool that you add on the platform or the infrastructure that you have. If you don't use it strategically, if you don't redesign the flow, that you don't have the expected and the desired results that you can have by using artificial intelligence. We have to understand where do we want to go. And then with that decision, we have to redesign the complete workflows. If we are only adding some AI tools on an existing structure, we are not going to get to the results that we want. We have from practice, we see that the companies that win, that we call frontier firms, are redesigning the whole process, not just adding a tool on an existing structure.
Mm-hmm. I mean, AI will become part of all the software tools, so it's not replacing them. It's like enriching them and making them smarter, more connected. But then what is really important too, that it's a right AI that is fit for the right task. In reality, it is not one AI. In reality, it is multiple type of AIs. It's like multiple type of musical instrument. You have piano, you have guitar, you have drums. I need to know what is the right task for the right instrument. Otherwise, you made up trying to play opera Aida from Giuseppe Verdi all on drums, and it will not sound good. Yeah.
When we talk about AI, we move from discussing specific tools and from discussing pieces of technology. We are talking about creating work streams, creating agents that helps us having better results, being more productive. But the ultimate responsibility and decisions will always stay with humans.
Yeah, so I fully agree that it is about multiple AI agents that will start cooperating inside of the bank and doing most of the tasks. There is one thing where all of us need to be careful. If you have an AI agent, I mean, it's a probabilistic machine. So 98% success rate sounds amazing. But if you combine hundreds of them, and they do interaction, and then the mathematics doesn't look anymore that good. Like imagine 100 people, passing each other, a bucket of water, which at the beginning has 20 liters, and then 2% always drops. So the last guy will have less than 3 liters of water in the bucket. That not all the problems that you want to solve should be solved by AI agent. Not every good party requires, a poet mixing cocktails, exotic cocktails. Sometimes, having just simple good beer makes a good party as well.
Actually, we believe that the AI, while embedded in the processes and embedded in the workflows, while becoming more invisible for most of the teams, will become more visible for the leadership of the company. People will come to the office, they will do their work, they will not see where AI exists. But for the leadership of the company, for those that will take the decision, AI will become more visible and more used in creating strategy and taking decisions for the future.
Well, I fully agree that embedding AI into the daily tools will be very important. But still, there is something which I call a killer step, because you need to, input your task through AI, you get the answer, and then you bring it back to your workflow, to your daily working tools. And it's a killer step. It's like if you have a washing machine, not in the kitchen, but in the garage, you end up often washing the dishes manually.
A properly designed AI structure, which means understanding the platform that you have, understanding the structure that you have, understanding what you need, which is your strategy and where do you want to achieve. If you do this, AI is going to be a competitive advantage. The companies that do this structural change, and they are not just adding pieces of technology on what they have, these are the ones that win.
I see AI as, in a way, as any other technology. It's just having the technology doesn't make a difference. What makes the difference is where you apply it and how you apply it. So I believe that differentiation still comes from you need to know what you want to do, what is your strategy, what is the North Star for the company, and then how you apply it, be very diligent and systematic, to keep walking that way. Pas cu pas, și systematic și mai repede.
So in Microsoft, before we launched the products in the market, we as employees are customer zero. Microsoft is customer zero. We are using the AI tools in our day-to-day activity. I'm going to give you the example of Cowork. Cowork is a tool that helps you structure your day. It helps you go through the tasks that you have. It helps you spend the time, prioritize and spend the time on the most important priorities of the days and of the week. This morning, while I was preparing for today and looking into my laptop, I got the question, a prompt with the recommendation where I was told that I do not have in my calendar's time booked for focusing. So I got a recommendation from my AI tools that I have embedded from Copilot, from Cowork, that I should book every day from now on in my calendar time for focus.
I believe it changes things a lot, and the way I'm imagining the old banking, if you can call it, it's like a historical castle, big, thick walls, separate, strong towers, protected rooms. The AI-driven bank, it's something more like an airport. There is lots of flow, people, information, planes. So for me, the common denominator for the AI in the banks of the future is speed and multidimensional synchronization. Mm-hmm. It would be, for me, kind of uncritical adoption and usage of AI. So, at the same time, over-relying on a human in the loop. And oftentimes, the ability of AI to produce so many end results is beyond or above the ability of humans to control it.
When a customer puts the data in Microsoft Cloud, the data continue to be the customer's data, and the customer will continue to have full 100% control of the data that will be in Microsoft Cloud. The data are not used to train models. Customer is in control of their data all the time, 100%. That all the commitments that we do, the data are not used to train models. The commitments that we do around security, about privacy, everything is in the contracts.
Is there a version of your business which you believe would be better without AI?
I don't know whether it's better without AI, but it's definitely an area of the business where AI is not that much used, which is human interaction, building teams, keeping people together against the same goal, energize them, make them feel they belong. This is mostly human interaction, not artificial intelligence interaction. This is where people are really making a difference. This is where we are really making a difference day to day in the way we work with our people. It's human contact, human interactions. You represent a very, very important bank in Romania and worldwide. If you would have to choose a tech company to be your main tech provider, what's the one thing that will make a difference in your decision?
Maybe, sorry not to mention one, there would be four that would come to my mind immediately. So like naturally one would be the technical capabilities as such. Like okay, the company needs to have them, but at the same time ability to evolve, because the capabilities, especially in the world of AI, are not static. So does the provider have a capability and the strategy to be evolving on that? And the two other things would be people. So if it's a partner for us, do they have a team that can really work with us? And yeah, so the non-AI part, the people part, yeah, can we form good cooperation? Which will be with the last one, can we form a good partnership? That really, where we see each other being in a win-win position on a long term. So I had many interesting inspirations. One I see very actionable today. Once I get to the office, I want to try the Microsoft coworker, because this is new to me and I was not using it until now.
Listening to you, I understood more directly from a very important representative of the banking system what is important when you are looking at technology and how AI tools are really used and have impact in your day-to-day activity.